guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back. Finding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus Daily. You know what we're doing today. It's the day after Christmas. Just Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas post as well. May every day be merry for you, to be honest with you. A Judas run's rather exciting to me. It is the day after Christmas, aka the day where you step on the scale to see just how much damage you've done over the past couple of days, eating all the cookie candies, casseroles, ham, etc, 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 like I did this morning. And well, if I do some crunches mid-round, you'll understand why. Uh-oh. It's a Judas daily, but this appears to be a scary Judas daily. 2 early deaths. From Becco and NSL. That's concerning to me. Yesterday we clocked in a sweet score of 0, which obviously won't be counted. Our game glitched out for whatever reason, and we did a practice run instead because I still wanted to do the fun Isaac Christmas one. We probably would have finished top 100, but I'm too lazy to go back and check. So let's do today's Judas daily. We want to be very careful. I hate this item. I hate it. I don't like this item. But it is a tears up. And I feel like that's gotta be worth something, you know? This is scary. Obviously, Judas starts with 1 HP. They're showing me some tinted rocks, which is making me very upset. Judas starts with 1 HP. A bomb, por favor. You give me a key. I'm gonna use the key to visit the shop. The shop could either give us a bomb, or we could just straight up buy a spirit heart. This is risky. If you buy the spirit heart, you get the guaranteed spirit heart. If you buy the bomb, you can blow up a tinted rock and maybe get more out of it. I'm feeling a little risky. Which one do I want to blow up? Probably this one, to be honest with you. Okay. It ended up being essentially an equal trade. We still got a spirit heart out of it nonetheless. That's gonna keep us alive for the remainder of this floor for sure. Duke of Flies is a nice, simple and easy boss fight. That's gonna get us out of here. Experimental treatment. Here's the problem. And here's why I will probably not be taking experimental treatment. Why do I have 7 damage? Is Guillotine a damage up as well? Interesting. Here's why I will not be taking experimental treatment. If it happens to be an HP downgrade and we are left with 1 spirit heart, that's a situation I would describe myself as being against, typically. Try not to get too political here on the channel, but that's like, you know, I will come out 100% on the right side of history in saying that I'm pretty against being at 1 HP. Petrified Poop will be a nice little trinket for us for the foreseeable future until we can find something better. At the very least, we can expect to get a decent amount of money from it. Now, I don't like Guillotine very much. It is an orbital of sorts, but I've talked about it before. Anything that messes with your general understanding of how to dodge or do other things involved in the dodging process, I generally consider to be pretty bad, and Guillotine does that. Your head is constantly spinning around, so you're kind of having to refactor in your brain how the heck you're supposed to deal damage. That was quite lucky. You're constantly having to refactor in your brain where you need to be standing to deal damage. Whoa. And of course you have to deal with, well, lack of keys first of all. Your body is the thing that now takes damage, your head does not. I guess we'll go ahead and do our boss fight here. It's gonna be a pin fight, which should be nice and easy for us. Not should be, it will be nice and easy for us. We're gonna get a deal with the devil here. Super bandage is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and take it ahead of time just to make sure that if there's anything super interesting in here, we can take it. I'm gonna take both. Dark Bum will keep us alive. Book of the Dead I'm essentially picking up just to have a second book. Should be 2/3 of the way to Bookworm already. I prefer Satanic Bible though, and by Satanic Bible I of course mean Book of Belial. I prefer the additional deal with the devil chance that you get out of Book of Belial. At least in my mind, you would like to expect one additional deal with the devil that you maybe otherwise wouldn't have gotten over the course of a run by using it. We only have one key. I lied, we have two. So I'm down to visit both of these. We have a special shop here. Yeah, see, that's the risk you run sometimes. I do enjoy the shop. I do not enjoy guillotine. I enjoy the shop. Now I'm not gonna buy the 3-cent bomb. Give me 5 cents, por favor. Okay, we got 5 cents and a crawl space. Now that's interesting. What do you got hidden down here for me? It's Butterbean, but it's got a reroll machine. So I will absolutely take advantage of a reroll machine. See what we can maybe get out of this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may make up for yesterday's little bit strange daily. Can I find the secret room? No, I cannot. But we can at least visit the item room still. Undie Pants is fine. It doesn't really do anything too crazy for me though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it, and I'm gonna head down to the next floor. Yeah, obviously pretty stoked that we got Magic Mushroom from there. A lot of people, as I've said before, don't always go as hard in the shops as I think maybe that was silly because we don't have a key. A lot of people, in my opinion, don't go as hard in the shops as they should. It's worth it in my opinion. I know we took a half heart from it, but still worth it. I'm gonna come back for the curse room, but I'm obviously just gonna wait for us to have the key so we can do that golden chest first. So we'll come back and do that when the time comes. Now HP's not in a great spot. Book of Belial. By Book of Belial, you know what I meant. I'll say the wrong book every single time. I was hoping for Anarchist Cookbook, which of course would have given us Bookworm, which we don't need right now. We're kind of stacked. just slightly stacked, I would say. No! I mean, I did want to come in here anyway. But that I probably didn't want to use the first key on that, so that's a little upsetting, but it's okay. Let's try... Feeling pretty good about the prospect of a secret room right here. We would be correct. There continues to be no reason to ever press a button. I will continue to do it because it's less, it's not like a telepills that's gonna cause you to miss the entire floor, so I'm a little less apprehensive of messing with them like I am, as you've seen with pills. But like in my head, like just know that I consider them to be completely worthless. All right, we're gonna pop in here. Trinket Smelter is kind of interesting, actually. Trinket Smelter actually do be kind of interesting. Let me finish exploring the floor first. We're strong enough that, and I say this every time, and inevitably on the 6th floor we will be sprinting for our dang lives. But I feel strong enough at this point that boss rush shouldn't be too big of a concern. We should be able to make it. Let's go ahead and do our boss fight as well. Just to get this bad boy out of the way. We could go Gnawed Leaf strats here if we wanted to. Whoa. He spawned a lot more of these than in a short period of time than I was expecting. Which I do not appreciate, but thankfully we are going to escape relatively unscathed, meaning 100% unscathed. Slight chance of a deal with the devil. It's not going to come to fruition, that's okay. We'll take the luck up and a coin. Now we gotta decide how we want to handle this shop. I think Trinket Smelter can be pretty valuable, actually. It really just depends on the trinkets that you find. Like, smelting petrified poop at this point is certainly a good move. That was a dumb time to use 2 diamonds because we didn't, but we could have gotten something theoretically out of that. Gonna just go just a little deeper here just to see what else. I'm gonna buy 1 more key as well just to be safe. Stopwatch is very good. A 3-cent key again is very good. Use my bombs here. Okay. I will do it every time. You know how I operate. No! Oh, God. Who knows what that could have been? I'll be interested to see. Instead, we're going to get glitter bombs, which is, you know, it's good for points, I suppose. Every time we use a bomb, we can get some consumables out of it, and we get those 5 bombs right off the bat. That's going to be kind of nice for us. Chaos can obviously go really, really well or really, really poorly. Lately, I would describe it as having gone pretty poorly for us over the course of our average run, but that's okay. Let's peep what's in here. It's 2 pills. A tears up is wonderful, thank you. All right, we are heading down to the next floor in a semi-precarious spot. From an HP perspective, 1.5 hearts, certainly less than you'd like to be at. See if we can find a second secret room, maybe one with a black heart, okay. Would have literally saved the entire run, but that's okay. Our gold now, for sure. Well, A, don't die. A, don't die. B, a tinted rock, brother. Tinted rock is very much some safety for us. Some safety I would be rather interested in procuring. Really? Not the secret room. How about here? That's the secret room. Okay. Oh, we cannot forget we have our good friend Dark Bum chilling along with us as well. I will blow this guy up. I feel way better about using bombs now. Dark Bum. Not trying to be an entitled millennial, but where's my spirit heart? I gave you a heart. You're supposed to be paying out for me. We got remote detonator. Chaos once again appears to be worthless. It's early. I'm not gonna say that yet. Though I will say Chaos has not exactly, but Dark Bum, what are you doing? Chaos has not exactly been coming in clutch for us lately. Dark Bum, you're my hero. Okay, that's good. Now I feel a little better. Do I want to just throw it away right away in the secret room? Not particularly, and by secret room I mean curse room. I will take this. Is this gonna make me a little bit more upset that we didn't take? Why the spiders though? Like you have 1 job essentially? Essentially what I'm trying to tell you is that you have 1 job. That job is to supply me with an above average HP source that will keep me feeling good, delicious, and alive. And I can't help but notice that you are providing me instead with these, again, entitled millennial here, worthless spiders that do absolutely nothing for me. I mean, they do small amounts of damage, but they're basically worthless. So if you could stop doing that, Dark Bum, and if you could instead hook me up with the goods, I'd appreciate that. Okay, so I'm already looking ahead, and I'm not getting nervous about time, but I'm quickly seeing how we could run into some issues, some time-related issues. So just know that that's at the forefront of my mind. I want to do something about it. Believe me, the last thing I want is for us. I'm gonna do something dumb. Something dumb. Okay. Not smart, not smart, not smart. We're in a scary HP position again. But again, we got Dark Bum. You gotta feel pretty good whenever you're traveling alongside with Dark Bum, even if he's got a weird spider obsession today for whatever reason. Even if he's suddenly gotten into arachnophobia? Arachnophobia is fear of spiders. What are you doing, Dark Bum? I'm actually loading my man with every good he could potentially ever ask for, and he's like, I'm not really feeling it today. Can you explain that one to me, Mr. Dark Bum? I know it's like Christmas and a lot of people are, well, it's the day after Christmas and a lot of people are off work right now. And if you're not, I'm very sorry. I feel like everybody should get this time period off. I finally have some time off from work, which is very good. I've been using it Mostly just to play like an unbelievable amount of Genshin Impact, to be honest with you, but also, if anybody knows any positions that are hiring, Silver Dollar. I wish I remembered what you did. I wish I knew what you did, Silver Dollar. I think you spawn item rooms on the womb? This is rude. It's kind of rude. I'm upset instantly because it's a shop that we're not going to get to try to make some great stuff happen. Dark Bum. Thank you, Dark Bum. It's a shop where we're not instantly going to get to try to leverage chaos to get more stuff, and we only have 2 shops left. So, like a Muse song, our time is running out from that regard, which has me nervous. But also, it does give us... Really, though. It does provide us with some money. So does Sack of Pennies as well, to be honest with you. Scatter Bombs. Scatter Bombs. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Scatter Bombs, Glitter Bombs. What's with Chaos, by the way? Has anyone noticed this? And maybe I'm crazy. Is it just me? Or at least in the last couple of times that we've used Chaos, the only items we end up getting out of it, forget the stat upgrades, forget Guppy, forget, you know, anything worthwhile, essentially. The only things we end up getting out of it are freaking bomb upgrades. We end up getting like 6 of them over the course of the entire run, but it's like scatter bombs, sad bombs, glitter bombs, hot bombs. It's like 90% of the chaos item pool for some reason, and I don't understand it. I got nothing against bomb synergies. Bomb synergies can be really good. But also, there's so many other awesome items out there that Chaos could potentially bring us. What's with the obsession with bombs? I don't understand it. And I'm ready for it to end. Okay. So, we'd like to get out of this floor in about 2 or 3 minutes. Most of our time on this floor likely going to be spent in the shop. So just go ahead and mentally prepare for that. You got 34 cents. We know we're going to get at least 1 shop. We might get a super greed, but we've already gotten greed once. So we're going to get at least 1 shop to potentially make this Chaos Gambit work for us. That is our 3rd book. And I think I'm going to keep it, actually. I think I'm going to keep it. And then we are going to start doing some re-rolling. We're going to start doing some re-rolling on this machine here, just to see what else we could get. Sacrificial Altar. Dark Bomb's a little too important to me right now, so... Champion Belt is still not quite good enough. That's quite good enough. The Pact, without a doubt, is quite good enough. How am I feeling about Chaos now? Honestly, with just the Pact... I mean, at least decent about it. It's probably not solidified itself as like definite game winner yet, but yeah, I'm feeling better about it. It's better than a bomb synergy, I can tell you that for certain. We will definitely be picking up this 5 cents. Why do I feel like this is going to be the way to the boss fight? It may also be the way to the boss fight, but I was going to say, why do I feel like this is the way to the boss fight? Dark Bum, if you would like to go do your business over there. I was gonna say, why do I feel like this is the way to the boss fight and not to the shop? Okay, it is shop time, babies. Thank you. It is a shop with a reroll machine, which is amazing for us. We definitely want Pentagram, so we will take that. Judgment card. Judgment card is tempting. Death card. There's hot bombs. There's sad bombs. I mean, we probably want sad bombs, even though I was just complaining about the bomb synergies. We probably want it. Book of Shadows doesn't do a whole lot for me. Don't want to spend too much time here. Okay. And then we got the box, which like is decent for consumables, but I think I'm fine, basically. All right, if we can get out of here by 17 minutes, I will feel pretty good. It's a bigger floor than I thought it was originally going to be. I know we're skipping a couple rooms, but I think it's worth it from my perspective. Okay. And also, we obviously have enough damage now, which is why I got rid of Book of Belial. We also aren't getting as many deals with the, we don't care about as many deals with the devil because Incubus is great. We don't really know what's going to be in them, if that makes sense, you know? It could be any item. So typically deals with the devil, very, very valuable because you know that they're going to be extremely valuable items. Now that it could literally be anything, like, I don't, no offense to them, but I just don't care as much to see what's in there. This is pretty exciting to me. Wheel of Fortune, a Strength card, a Yara rune. I think you still want to stick with your Judgment, since Judgment can could pay out with literally any item. I think that's still rather worth it. This item has been showing up on Chaos runs an above average amount as well, which is interesting. I don't necessarily think it's great, but it's at least colorful, so you know. That's cool, I suppose. Here's our Super Greed fight, which we expected. Now, I'm gonna hold on to Silver Dollar. Again, I think Silver Dollar gives us shops on the womb, which is awesome with Chaos. Usually Chaos is, if you haven't pogged off by floor 6 with Chaos, it's probably too little too late. Maybe the Hush fight can get you there, but usually not so much. So I'm certainly happy to have it. We also kind of want to rush just a tiny bit. Maybe don't run into spiders like a dummy, but we are trying to go a little quickly so that we can be 100% sure that we are going to make boss rush. I think we, like, I'm not super concerned. Let me let you know that. If we can get to Mom by about like 19 minutes, I won't feel bad at all about it, but it's still better to get it done ahead of time and to just not have to worry about it. Okay, I would still like to visit item room, so this is not very good from a time perspective, but I would still like to visit item room. Looks like we're also gonna have a secret room here as well, so may as well visit that. I still feel good on time. I still feel good on time. I do not feel too rushed. It is another book. Oh, I wonder. Something just clicked in my head. I know that there's a mechanic in the game that when you pick up a book, you get more books in the future, and I think it may even have a higher chance of like spawning libraries to try to make bookworm happen, essentially. I wonder if a similar thing happens with bomb synergies. So me going out there and picking up glitter bombs, I wonder if that just like set us down this very sad track of congratulations, you're gonna be getting nothing but bomb items now. Take a look. May as well take it anyway. It's 5 more bombs, and that's typically worth it. And now we can go do this room. We get fast bombs, we get a fly, we get jungle juice. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Pay this guy a little bit, pay this man his money. Again, we have no idea what he could pay out with, and that prospect is interesting to me. He could literally pay out with Godhead, and like that could be, you know, rather pogged up. Another Judgment. He paid out with Breakfast, which is a normal item that he can pay out with. It's also an item I would say that I don't really care to have, so oh well. Again, we need not be too concerned here. Satanic Bible will keep us alive. We're very strong, so we should kill most of the enemies on this run in a relatively short period of time. Dark Bum's gonna keep us alive. Like, survivability, very, very good right now. I'm happy to be on this run. Biggest thing for us now is speed. We want to make sure we defeat... We want to make sure we beat Boss Rush in a timely enough manner that we can still do all of the fun... Probably should have taken damage there. We want to make sure we defeat Boss Rush in a timely enough manner that we can do all of the fun exploration on the womb that we want to do. Both from an exploration bonus perspective and also, again, I think we're getting shops on the womb, so we can maybe go a little crazy with Chaos down there. Not to say it hasn't already gotten crazy. Oops. I like where we are right now. I wouldn't exactly describe it as crazy, I would say, though. It's just like a good run. We already had most of these quote-unquote good run items prior to picking up Chaos. So part of it, I think, is just a result of being Judas. Judas is pretty awesome. He will remain to be... I love the risk-reward. As I think you'll probably see in a lot of my play, risk-reward's usually a lot of fun to me. To me, Judas... Thought we would destroy that in time, but we did not. To me, Judas just kind of embodies risk and reward, so he's a lot of fun to play as, so I'm happy to be here. We do want to make sure we're not taking... Maybe I could finish my sentence. We want to make sure we're not taking absurdly stupid damage, because it does still negatively affect our damage bonus. And even though we have the means to, like, stay alive, etc., even though we know we're gonna survive because of Dark Bum, because of Satanic Bible, because of how strong we are, taking the damage is still not good. Oh, I almost took damage to pin. I would have cried. I almost took damage to freaking pin, dude. That would have just been truly embarrassing. I don't know if I could have recovered from that one. Okay. It should still end up being a very fast, relatively quick boss rush. I don't think picking up that breakfast is what we want to do. I know it could maybe give us some points. I know that it could maybe provide us with some points, and that can be quite valuable. Yeah, smelled that one coming from about 6 feet away, which is upsetting. Okay, contract from below is really good. That's going to be good for points as well going forward. Got 7 minutes to do both of the womb floors. That's probably plenty of time. So I'm not too concerned. Then we'll do Hush. Then we will do Hush. Then we will do... Where are we going to, by the way? Dark Room? I think we're going to Dark Room. So we're not going to do the Void. A lot of Dark Room runs lately. No offense to Isaac, but like... it's just the worst damage ever. Like, you should never take damage against that particular enemy. See if we can get in here for free. Thank you. I should have taken damage to that, and I did not. Speed down. Little upsetting, but we are so fast, it's probably not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Okay. So, check out our curse room. It is some cards. Got a stars card and a stars card. That does not do much for me. Not to be greedy, but that just doesn't do much for me. Okay, I'm interested to see how this silver dollar works out. I think this is the one. There's two trinkets that I tend to get confused. It's pay to play, or is it called pay to win? It's the tealish looking coin versus silver dollar. One of them guarantees that your shops have reroll machines in them, and one of them spawns shops on Womb 1 and Womb 2. Or Utero 1, Utero 2. You know what I'm saying? The floor 7 and 8. And I honestly just don't know which one we have, because I don't know the difference between them. Scatter bombs is starting to scare me a little bit. I will probably take silly damage to scatter bombs at least some point. I now also have so much HP I don't know what to do with it, so if we can get rid of Satanic Bible... I don't want that. If we can get rid of Satanic Bible, I would describe myself as being relatively pro that. I think I will pick up Blue Map. Secret rooms are pretty solid from an exploration bonus, so I would think that will easily outweigh the negatives associated, the negative points of picking up an item, so that seems worth it to me. My brain, I apologize, like, it's been a very, the topics of discussion have been extremely Isaac heavy, and I apologize for that. Like I said, I just don't have a lot to report, which in some ways is good. Like, I'm happy. What I've noticed, we do have one. Okay, so now things are about to get something. I don't remember. Epic. That's how that one goes. Okay. Let's continue to reroll. Mom's Key, I think, is always worth it, so I'm gonna go for it. I'll spend a little money to reroll. Key Beggar, not really what I'm looking for. Blue Baby's little friend, not really what I'm looking for. I'm shocked at the sheer lack of guppy items. This is a great item. It's the ability to fly, so obviously we'll take it. I don't know if you can pay out with anything, so I think I'm just gonna blow you guys up, actually. Yeah, I told you I'd take damage probably at least once from my scatter bombs. That's okay. That's my requisite one time I'm allowed to take damage from it. We can fly, which is great. Silver dollar, obviously, is gonna come in extremely clutch here. And we are not unkillable, but we're very strong now at this point. Not that we weren't before. Blank Rune, Burkano, Yara. Give me Black Rune. We can maybe void a stinky item. I think I'll come back for Yara, but at least now give me Black Rune. We'll decide how we feel after doing this horrible stinky bloat fight. After doing the horrible stinky bloat fight, we are not gonna void that, but I would like to trade it away, but it's feeling like it's Krampus time. It's not Krampus time. All right, I will take this so that we can keep empty vessel. Black Rune, unfortunately, your time has come. It is too little too late for you. I'm gonna go pick up Yara, because that has more... Thank you. That has more potential long-term benefits for us. Now, I only have 3 minutes on the next floor, so definitely want to make sure we are neither dillying nor dallying, because there's no reason not to do the hush on this one. Curse of the Blind really stinks. Like, Curse of the Blind hurts really badly, because we're going to get a shop on this floor, and we're not going to be able to see anything in the shop, so... there's essentially no reason to do it. Right? Like, there's just no reason to. Which is unfortunate. It's like part of the whole silver dollar gambit was getting some extra shops down here to maybe try to become guppy or something. Now, we'll still get a shop on the hush fight, and that's always exciting. Hello, friend. Please, 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 please. Thank you. See, I can have some manners. I can have a little bit of manners every now and again. Is that like the third time that trinket's shown up? Just like to let you know that I still don't want it. Okay, we have a full black card build, which is pretty sick. See what's going on here. I mean, if they're free, I mean, they were 3 cents. Shade and Bob's Curse. Okay. That was scary. I'm just going to be honest with you. I shouldn't have done that. Because you never know when you might accidentally run into an Isaac's Heart. And suddenly your entire run as you know it is over. That could happen at theoretically any given moment. So that was not smart of me. Do I... Look, I know we can get a little bit of extra exploration bonus by exploring the rest of the floor. Let's not and say we did. Let's just get this fight done instead, I think is something I would rather do. I'm a little nervous about... doing the hush fight with guillotine. It's going to make dodging kind of tricky, but we will do our best. Okay. I would love to become Guppy down here. I can't see my HP. Take Mystery Sack. Donkey. That's another thing with Chaos. It feels lately like we've been just getting the same items over and over and over again. All right, so in here, you're going to think that the Halo is obviously better, and you would be right. But I don't want to mess up Empty Vessel, so I'm actually just going to take Mom's Pearls, which is a little silly. And in here, I think you take the extra bombs. I'm going to Yara in here again. If one of these contains items, it just gives us... None of them contained items, unfortunately, but it did give us the best chance possible of getting 2 items out of whatever, or getting Guppy, for example. Obviously didn't end up coming to fruition. That's all right. Hello, my friend. You have spawned way too many of those. All right, I think you go do the, I think you go do the hush fight there. I handled that poorly, by the way. What I should have done... What I should have done there was have Dark Bum grab all those items, then sprint into some bullets like a dummy, then run into the hush fight so that he spawned all of those hearts inside of the hush fight. My dodging is all weird. I don't enjoy it. Just gonna drop some bombs here to help speed things up even just a teeny tiny bit here. Not only that, oh, we're gonna be fine. Dark Bum is also gonna be spawning a bunch of spirit hearts as we place bombs, because we're gonna be getting some glitter bombs heart payouts out of them as well. So we're totally fine. There's, I'd hate to say that there's literally nothing to worry about, because that feels like a famous last words by Fall Out Boy situation. How does that one go? I don't remember. I owned the Fall Out Boy album in middle school, Under the Cork Tree, which I believe that was from, but I don't remember how famous last words goes. Or actually, I think I'm a fake middle school emo stan. I think famous last words is actually by My Chemical Romance. So I would like to apologize to my fellow scene kids out there. That was a complete miscalculation on my part. That's okay. To be fair, I've buried most of the memories from the years 2000 and... When was I in middle school? 2006 to 2009. I've buried most of the memories from 2006 to 2009 deep within my cerebral cortex so that I'd never have to consider them again. So, you know, that's part of it. Hello, sir. If you could please stand up like the real Slim Shady. Oh, that was actually Lil Wayne. I messed that one up too. Just kidding. That one's easy enough. It's pretty hard to mess that one up. There's like an unwritten rule about this particular attack here, which is that it doesn't really matter where you stand, you will always take damage. What? What hit me at the end? I don't know what hit me at the end, but I hate it. Okay, we want to go to Dark Room. So we'll just continue. Look, this ended up being a very good run. I'm not here to tell you that chaos is back, but it's pretty good. But yeah, this has been a very, in terms of the topics of conversation, it's very run heavy, and some people enjoy that, some people don't, so I apologize. I like to try to typically do a nice little mix of things happening in the real life versus things happening in game, but to be honest with you, when I get a chance to take a break from work, I take the break from work. And I take it hard. My goal when I'm not working is to essentially use 0.0% of my brain. I don't want to fire a single neuron, which obviously I have to do a little bit to play Isaac, but for the most part, I like to shut that thing down. This might turn us into Bob. Did not turn us into Bob. We're missing one more item. So I've certainly been trying my best to just shut the dang brain off. It's easier said than done, I will say. I still do catch myself, and I hate it, peeking at my cell phone every now and again to see if work's messaging me. I'm very proud as well to admit that they're not, so that's good. But yeah, I honestly just haven't been doing anything other than playing Genshin Impact. If anybody knows any full-time positions out there to just play Genshin Impact, I found my calling, essentially, so that would be cool if you could hook a brother up. But yeah, like, that's the extent of what I've been doing. I'm not proud of it. I wish I was more productive in my free time, and I think part of the problem, and it's more a thing in my psyche than anything else, is in my brain I go, I just spent all day using my brain and working. Why would I continue putting in effort? We already have, that was silly, we already have Magic Mush. We didn't want that. Which is not good. That's like laziness epitomized, and I don't love it. But I think it maybe wouldn't be as bad if I had a job that I enjoyed just a teeny tiny bit more. You know, they say if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. I've worked a lot of days in my life. It's what I've learned thus far from living here on planet Earth. But, you know, maybe if you have a job that doesn't feel like work. For me personally, silly damage, just silly damage. Then maybe I'd end up being more productive in my spare time, but also, I don't know. Like, I know me pretty well. I'm a kind of a lazy piece of trash, unfortunately. I hate to say it. Don't want to be too brutal to yourself, but again, I do know myself very well, so who knows? I'd probably still just be playing Genshin Impact. Sun card. I missed a room over there. It's unfortunate. Is that room likely to make a major difference in whether or not we win or lose this run? It is not, is what I would say. So let's just focus on getting this done speedily instead. In fact, the time it takes us to get back to that room to explore it may actually hurt us from a... I wish we had Polaroid invincibility. I hate going dark room path. I feel so handicapped when or handcuffed. My apologies. I feel handcuffed when I don't have that. Okay, good stuff. Down to the final floor we go. But yeah, like, and also, like, there's a pandemic and stuff, so, like, I haven't really done anything, unfortunately. I'm also doing these on a day-to-day basis. I wish I was cool enough to say, like, oh, I do something new and different every single day. That is essentially not the case for me. I'm a pretty boring person. I do more or less the exact same thing every single day, and I've talked about it before. Actually, I talked about it before, but I think that was on the run where I accidentally pressed the mute button, so it was lost to the ether. I am simultaneously a very routine-oriented person, but I also hate monotony, which is a combination that on paper makes no sense. How can I thrive in routine-driven situations? I enjoy doing the same thing every day, but I also hate doing the exact same thing every day because I like a little... It's part of the reason I was an accounting major when I first got into university, because I mean, that's like the dictionary definition of, like, do the exact same thing every single day. That is the dictionary definition of doing the exact same thing every single day for your entire life. And I eventually switched to marketing because I was like, oh, marketing's a little bit more, ooh, you gotta be a little adaptable on the fly and stuff like that. And that was cool to me. Or at least the prospect of it was interesting to me. Now I'm in marketing and I go, literally I have a new fire to put out every single day, and I'm constantly trying to solve all these brand new problems and adapt to new ever-changing situations and environments. I wish I could just come in and put numbers into a spreadsheet, to be honest with you. So maybe it's just a product of I will never be happy. Sorry, I didn't mean to go full BoJack on you, but you know. It's a possibility at the very least. But yeah, I honestly just sometimes don't have a ton to tell you that I did here. I could tell you all about my Genshin Impact last night, which was... There's no reason to pick up Spun at this... Oh, wait, it's not even Spun. So really no reason to pick that up. Oopsies. Can't become Beelzebub because we only have one fly item, so we don't want anything to do with that either. Genshin Impact, I would describe as an extremely routine-oriented game, and I love it. I think that's why I like looter shooters in general. You kind of just... Excuse me, I definitely thought you'd be dead, so I took my hand off the keyboard. You kind of just are expected to... It's all just a grind, you know? You kind of just do the same things over and over and over and over again until you hit whatever level you need to or beat whatever boss you need to, and then it's like, cool. Let me do it again, but at a higher level this time. And I don't know why, but those kinds of... Maybe I need to find a job that emulates that style of work. I don't know what it would be. I have zero clue what it would be. But it's gotta exist out there, and if it does, I'm gonna freaking find it, dude. Like Liam Neeson. Did you know, I saw this on Twitter yesterday, and I kind of refused to believe it, even though it makes sense. I saw a tweet that said, when you realize that Liam Neeson is short for William Neeson. My brain almost can't even say the name William Neeson. It refuses to say William Neeson. Is Liam truly short for William? I mean, it makes sense. They shared half of the same letters. So, you know, it makes sense that it would, but does it really? No offense, but he loses I like the change to Liam, because I do feel like the name loses a little bit of power when you're William Neeson. Is that Guppy? It's not Guppy. It's not Guppy, which means there was literally no reason to pick it up. But who cares? Too little, too late. Let's get this bad boy in the books. That's just like unless you are part alien, I don't think you can actually physically dodge that attack. So I hate it. All right, let's wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Only 57th, which is a little bit of a surprise to me. I definitely thought we pogged off enough to really. I was thinking, you know, top 25, maybe even top 10. 7,000 damage penalty is pretty bad. So that's probably where a lot of the issue came from. I thought maybe our Chaos Gambit would pay off and we'd end up with an extremely pogged run because of it. What this tells me is, well, the base run was already very good. Maybe there was even more great stuff not taking Chaos. So that's some of the excitement on a daily is you honestly just never know. But 57 is good. It's better than our 7,011 of yesterday. But is this the last day of the week? I think so. This is another week in the books, which is very exciting. We definitely rebounded quite a bit this week. 57, 191, 44, 172, 105, 175. So 170 was like our average for the week, which is pretty exciting. And we certainly did much better than last week. You can't go back farther than a week. Okay, well, you can go look at the spreadsheet if you want to. We did better than last week. We were getting some, you know, in the thousands. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go back to grinding and Genshin Impact. If you did, please consider showing some support. Liking, commenting, subscribing helps out a great deal. Share with your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.